Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is my first attempt at a YouTube tutorial of how to properly separate your R32 GTR headlights in order to modify it with a Morimoto D2S 4.0 Bi Xenon projector. Now, there's a few things you're going to need before you start this whole process. First off, you're going to need some heavy duty plastic PVC cement. I got this from Home Depot, so in case you break any tabs or anything like I did, you can repair it using the cement. I also recommend some Easy Off oven cleaner. It does great at getting the actual chrome off in case your chrome is bad on your bezel. Now, what you're going to need to do is first separate the glass from the actual headlight. And how I did this was place it on a flat cooking pan. You want to place your whole headlight assembly on there. And you want to preheat your oven to 220 degrees. 220 degrees, and you want to keep it there. Now place it on a flat baking sheet, that way you do not get any melting lines from your grate inside your oven of melting your plastic. And you want to bake this from anywhere to 7 to 10 minutes. Now the 7 to 10 minutes is going to allow this adhesive around the glass to become malleable or easy to peel off. But once you get your glass off, you want to be careful. If you're prying on it too hard, you can risk chipping it, which this is okay. We can live with that, but if I broke it anymore, this glass would be unusable. So once you get your glass apart, there's a few mounting points for the actual clear bezel. One is going to be a screw here and a screw up here, and then you got to be careful when you're pulling this out. These little tabs here set in the actual housing inside some little devil points, and I broke mine off and I had to repair it with the plastic cement. Now this little clear piece will pop out. There's two little tabs here on the back. Just be gentle with it and you can easily pop it out. Now, as far as mounting the actual projector, like I did, I bought some mounts from a company that went out of business and no longer sells them, but it is a fairly simple just plate design utilizing the same design from the actual projector. Now, I honestly think you could just cut this projector off, take these 4 screws out and take the housing off, and possibly use the mount from the original projector itself. That is possible, and I do believe it could be done. It wouldn't be too bad because there's several mounting locations on here, as well as trying to just get the depth correct for the actual spacing of the projector in the housing. Now, in order to get this chrome off from the actual housing, if you want to paint this or just go with the original kind of plastic look, which you can still see that I need to spray it again and get this clear coat off of this plastic so I can paint mine. I plan on painting mine with some Rust-Oleum high heat 2000 degree temperature paint, and that's going to give it that flat black look. But that's where the Easy Off will come in handy. Now, once this all process is done, you want to start reassembling and getting it put back together. Now, once you remount your bezel back in over your projector, this is going to sit just like that. I've utilized the original mounting points, and this is the wires for the Bi Xenon control, which I will eventually wire in. I haven't gotten that far, but I just wanted to make a quick little video on how to separate it. Like I said, the baking is the scariest part. Popping it in the oven at 220 degrees was not my forte, but it is very doable, and this is my first time doing it, and I will post a finished product video possibly afterwards. But I wanted to give some sort of insight on how to do this because, like I said, it was a learning process for me, and I didn't have any kind of evidence of or video sort of guiding me how to do it. But as long as you get the clear plastic cement, the easy off, a couple screwdrivers, make sure you take off anything that you don't want to bake or that you can pull off of the housing before doing it. You should be alright. But once again, I am not liable if you destroy your headlight. They are about $800+ new from Nissan. Any questions, just shoot me a comment and I'll try to get back to you. But this is what it is so far, and there's not really any type of footage of what's inside or what you're getting into when you do this. But this is what it looks like torn apart. And now I gotta put it all back together. But this is the factory projector versus the Morimoto D2S 4.0 Bi Xenon. You can see there's a bit of a size difference, which this is smaller, so the hardest thing is getting this spacing. Which you can see wherever you mount this, I could adjust this mount however far I needed to in order to get the depth of the projector compared to this. Now doing this, there's one thing to keep in mind when using this easy off: use gloves. It is a very stinchy product, but it works amazing. It eats the chrome right off of this plastic, as you can see how well it did mine. And I just let it air dry, so not too bad. Not too bad at all. But there's the mounts inside right here and right here to be careful of, and the two little screws that hold the plastic bezel on. Hope this helps. Thanks.